Yo, yo. Okay. I think we're back. Man, oh man. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. If you do, if you've been trying to hang out in the stream and I've been having tech issues getting OBS to work, welcome back. Thanks for hanging in there. Basically, like every time I would switch my scene in OBS to take a look at NCAA football, it was just like, no, you're good. I want to freeze. But yo, welcome in. First live episode in literal years. The last time we went live on this channel playing NCAA14 was an off-season stream between season 1 and season 2. So it's been a very long time. It's been a long time as a creator to be editing and trimming and, you know, kind of concocting these storylines. And I was like, you know what? With the new NCAA game coming out, I think the best way to finish up telling this Marshall story is to make sure that we live stream and kind of get through the story as fast as we can. So that's kind of my plan here for the rest of this first half of 2024 as we gear up for EA College Football 25. And yeah, so that's kind of the plan today. So I don't want to waste too much time. I want to make sure this game is working and nothing crazy is happening on my end. Hopefully everything is good. So I tried to switch scenes. We'll see how much this thing wants to behave for me today. But okay. It should theoretically be showing you guys NCAA. Hopefully it does now. Okay, it is. Jesus. Technology, right, y'all? So welcome back. Welcome in. We're going to fire up the Marshall series here. Big episode. It's been probably in real time. It's been about a month since I've picked up the controller and actually played the game. I pre-edited a bunch of videos back to back to back with intentions of diving into this live stream journey to tell the rest of the story. So because I wanted to play the game from where we left off and play it live, I couldn't play. So I was been scratching and itching. Spring football's here. I was like, oh my God, I want to play. I'm fired up, but I couldn't. So anyway, so here we are. So if I'm a little rusty, bear with me. Let's play catch up. Where are we in the career? It's week 11. We're in season 6. Marshall's back-to-back champions. We're ranked number 1, 8-0 at the moment. And we have a huge matchup today playing number 5 Notre Dame at home in Huntington. So going to be pretty epic. Let's go through just some of the storylines. Take a look at the top 25. I said it when I was trying to do this episode in this intro a few minutes ago before I was having tech issues. Basically, like, I want to try to keep this as close to a real episode just live as much as possible. So I've got a chat. You guys can definitely comment and look at the chat and sort of engage with me. But I don't plan to treat this like a real live stream where we're going to have this long window of time where we're going to be, having a just chatting session. We're really going to dive into what's going on. So as we flip through some of the top stories, this is stuff from last week. Cal, 5-1 in Pac-12, gets the win over Washington. Nice little upset there. This one was big. This is what we did to end the last episode. Check this out. NC State gets the dub at home against previously ranked number 1 North Carolina. So 27-24. This is huge for our ACC title race. Obviously has national title game implications. Kind of an insane setup here. So North Carolina goes down. Kind of crazy. NC State gets the dub. We play them next week, right? That's the other part of this storyline that's been fun. NC State is actually on the schedule next after this Notre Dame game. So that'll be the next stream we do, is dealing with the 6-2 number 10 ranked Wolfpack. So that's pretty wild. Cool result there. Kangwin, my guy, welcome in. Always good to see you. I know my boy Frank is lurking, Ricky's lurking, everybody else who's been showing so much love, friends of the Kimbroplays community and friends in real life. You guys are amazing, so I appreciate you. Ohio State lost in overtime to Maryland. Oh my God. You guys know I'm a Buckeye alum, so I don't know what's happening in Columbus, man. Ryan Day, I have no idea how he's surviving. 41-38, Maryland gets the dub in overtime in Columbus. The city's burning. I can tell you, if that happened for real here, city would be burning. Also, crazy storyline. Bama loses again, 5-4, almost out of the top 25. As you guys remember, our previous defensive coordinator got hired as the head coach there after our first national title. Nick Saban retired. A job was open. They didn't offer the Bama job to your boy Gerard Mayo. they actually decided to give it to our defensive coordinator. It was a huge shocker in the offseason episode a few seasons ago, and yeah, they've been terrible ever since, which is insane. LSU doing work to them. So, okay, let's keep seeing some results here. This week's test, it looks like Penn State and Illinois are taking each other on. Georgia Tech is up to number 8, which is good for them. Holy cow, of course, our matchup today. Let's see, top 25 polls. Let's take a look. My guy Kangwin coming through. Thank you for the $5, bro. That's huge. You do not need to donate and do stuff like that. That's amazing. I did want to say this. I haven't done a good job saying this during the episodes, but there's a ton of people who are recurring members who watch the series. I set it up so that memberships on this channel are only $1.99. I'm not really interested in like taking any money from anybody. You guys all support the channel through ad revenue, which is amazing. But Kangwin is a channel member, so he gets special emotes. There's a couple of members only videos and live streams that I plan to do in the future. And so Kangwin gets the insight. He's one of the main members on the channel. So if you guys ever want to do that, you can join and be a part of the, it's like subscribing on Twitch. You guys know what that's like. So, but it's like $3.50 cheaper. It's amazing. So yeah, so definitely take advantage of that. Kangwin, I love you, bro. Thank you for the support, man. Congrats on all of your subscriber and YouTube success, man. You're killing it out there. Keep it going. Keep it going. You know what I mean? Okay, let's take a look at the CFP rankings. It says top 25 polls, but it's really the CFP. We're up to number 1. We move up 1. No, we were number 1. That's right. Last week, headed into last week, it was North Carolina who slid to 2 and then lost. Florida, unbeaten 9-0, up to number 2. Wisconsin. I don't know if Coach Fickle's still the coach here, but they're doing work. So Wisconsin up to number 3. Pitt in the ACC, number 4, 7-1. Best one-loss team. And then today's opponent, still independent. I couldn't get Notre Dame into a conference all these years into the series. They snuck away from Navy last week. They face us this week. They're up to number 5. Penn State coming in at number 6. NC State, as far as the CFP is concerned, up to number 7. Their AP ranking is actually 10th, but they're up to number 7, which is pretty impressive for the Wolfpack. North Carolina slides from 2 all the way down to 8th in the CFP, which is sad days for them. Cal up to number 9 in the CFP. Georgia Tech holding it down at 10. Nebraska up to number 11, and Syracuse hanging on barely at number 12. And this is obviously important because, as you guys remember from the season, it's the first year of the college football playoff, 12-team playoff. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this all plays out, as we're going to have more teams than ever before make it, which is going to be insane. So Washington catching an L at Cal last week. We talked about that one. Florida State, Illinois, that's kind of your top 15. These guys are the first 3 out in the hunt. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this all plays out. But we're holding down the top spot. Big one today. We're going to dive into the game here very soon. Don't worry. I wanted to check out the conference standings, Heisman Watch, and then we'll take a look at the matchup today. So we're still atop the conference. 2-game lead, 6-0. Second place, Florida State at 6-2, 4-2 in the conference. Syracuse is hanging in there, 3-2. Boston College. Obviously, this NC State game still kind of important. We can't drop one today and then mess around and lose to NC State next week. They'll be right back in the mix. Clemson still struggling, 3-5 outside of the top 25. And we'll end the season with Wake and Louisville, so that's going to be pretty awesome. Kangwin says in the chat, 12-team playoff is insane. It's going to be chaos. Yeah, I'm really fired up. We're so many seasons in. We're already back-to-back champs. I thought like the 12-team playoff would be the next best thing to keep this thing really spicy and crazy. So potentially 2 or 3 playoff games and a conference championship. Hence why we wanted to move this whole season, this whole series to a live stream. As I was like, dude, I'm never going to be able to edit down all of this footage. We need to start streaming and playing some games. Georgia Tech holding it down on the coastal side. They've got the 1-game lead in the win column over North Carolina, who, of course, messed up and lost last week. Pitt, 3rd. Virginia Tech coming in 4th. Miami in 5th. So pretty wild in the ACC. Take a look real quick at our boy. Let's see. Adam Hunter has jumped our boy Andrew Adams. I haven't seen this. I haven't taken a sneak peek at anything as it relates to to looking at week 11 and taking a look at anything. So this is my live reaction to everything that's been going on. Adams slips down 1 spot. The redshirt freshman, our boy, has been doing work. But Florida, number 2 in the country, I believe, number 2 or number 3 in the country. And they've got a quarterback who can sling it. Adam Hunter, 6'4", 217. 4th-year junior, 93 overall. Pretty crazy. We'll see how they continue to fare. All right, let's take a look real quick. I want to look at our schedule just to recap where we've been. Can we look at Marshall's schedule? Yeah, we can. I'm trying to remember how to do this. No, this is the TV schedule. I want the team schedule. Yeah, that's scores and schedules. I want not season stats. Oh, I meant to show you guys this. Check this out. I meant to show you this. Here's the season stats as far as like, the major stat category. So Andrew Adams currently 27th in passing. He actually, of course, is a dual threat guy. So he chunks some of his passing yards get stolen by his scrambles, but Casey Smith in the top 10 in rushing, a few yards away from his first 1,000-yard career rushing season. Top 10 in the country. Receiving leaders, Tommy Chambers, 356. We don't do a great job, like, getting the ball to one guy. We kind of spread it all around, but Tommy Chambers, our leading receiver. Ryan Young and Aaron Sowell holding it down as two of our best tacklers, both top 5 guys in the country, a few behind Daniels. And look at Jackson from Ole Miss. So 2 teams are holding down 4 of the top 2 spots as far as teams leading tackling. So it's pretty crazy. Ron Davis, 12 sacks. He's had an incredible first year starting. He's been a stud. I feel like sacks are a little cheesed in this game. We've done some work to kind of try to balance out the difference between never getting a pass rush and getting to the quarterback on every play. We've had a lot of sack leaders in this series, as you guys know. Tyrone Hooper at defensive tackle with 8 sacks, which is awesome. He's doing work. Kengwin says, you like passing to your running back on screens and your tight ends. I do. I spread the ball around quite a bit. I really just throw the ball to whoever's open. I don't really work too hard as far as singling out one guy. Middle linebacker Ryan Young is our team leader in INTs with 2. Not really good when you've got guys on the top of the leaderboard with 6. So that's not ideal. I'd like to get some more turnovers if possible. Yeah. Manny Seymour, our much maligned kicker with the weak leg, has the 35th longest kick in NCAA football this year, though. So not bad for Manny. Decent stuff. Okay. So those were the passing leaders I wanted to make sure I showed you guys. So I've been meaning and forgetting to show you guys all of that. I don't remember how to see the team schedule. I guess I can do it from this screen. So let's dive into what's up with Notre Dame. Here's our matchup today with the Fighting Irish. 8-1. They're number 5 in the country. They come in with an overall rating of A-, so slightly better than us, which is pretty intense. Overall, they're an A on offense, B+ on defense. 20th in points per game. We're still holding it down. 47.9 points per game. We've been blowing dudes out. Highest scoring team in all of college football. They are the 10th best passing offense, though, so they can throw it. 251.4 per game, and they're shutting down the pass on the other side, only giving up 163 yards per game. Good for 23rd. Yeah, so they're pretty solid. They're looking really good. We've got a few guys coming in to visit today, which we can talk about at the end of the episode. Here's where we are in terms of our schedule. Yeah, this is probably the best screen to take a look at where we are. Of course, 8 games into the season. I think we're in week 11 with a couple buys in there. We got what do we call that? The neutral site game is the word I'm looking for. At the time we played them, Texas A&M was a top 10 team in the country. So they're only 4-5 now, which is not ideal. Same situation with Michigan. They were ranked. We were on the road, went to Ann Arbor and got a big win, but they're only 4-4. So both of these teams actually aren't nearly as good as they were in the preseason, which kind of hurts. Florida State 6-2. They're better than we thought they were going to be. Miami we thought was going to be really good as well. We blew them out 59-13. Boston College 5-3. Bill O'Brien's team, decent record, but 48-7. We killed them. At Clemson, we talked about it. Clemson's absolutely fraudulent, 3-5. So the opponent win-loss record is a little bit on the downslope from where we thought the season was going to be. Syracuse on the road, that was a good win. They were 6-2. We blew them out. And then, of course, last week's episode at West Virginia, they're really bad, 2-7, 55-14 winners. We've got Notre Dame today at home. They're 8-1. North Carolina State next week at home, who just upset number 2 North Carolina. So we know they're good, and then it's back-to-back cupcakes. We may even combine the Wake Forest and Louisville games into one episode here live on the channel just to get through that, because those are going to be pretty easy. 270, welcome in, brother. My boy, Only Frank, what up, dog? just getting in the preseason stuff, and then we'll move right along. So let's quickly look at what's up with Notre Dame. They barely beat an FCS school to open up the year, get a 10-point win against a bad Bowling Green team. And then they lost to the NC State Wolfpack, who obviously we just talked about. We'll see. So that's really interesting. That's about the tier, the level of team. They barely sneak away, only an 8-point win against winless UTEP. They win on the road in overtime at New Mexico, on the road in overtime at number 13 Cal. And then they've kind of gone on a run here recently, putting up over 34 points per game for 3 straight games and 4 out of the last 5. So they've been scoring the ball a little bit. Good win on the road at TCU. And then, of course, Navy's always tough. Those triple option teams are always hard. They have us, they have Kentucky, and then they go on the road to a bad USC team. So that's the deal for the Fighting Irish and what they have kind of to finish off the year. Our stat leaders, Andrew Adams, 1,600 yards passing, an 18-2 INT, touchdown to INT ratio, which is amazing. I've been playing some good ball with Andrew Adams. I feel dialed in, so that's pretty fire. The Thundercast, what's up, boys? Thanks for stepping in and watching. Fired up to see you guys. If you guys don't know, one of the best, probably the best by far, Marshall podcast in the space. These guys at the Thundercast are killing it. They had me on as a guest last year. I think it was maybe a year and a half ago. Awesome dudes. Really love you guys. You guys are the bomb. So thanks for stepping in and hanging out. Casey Smith, almost 1,000-yard rusher, 11 touchdowns, averaging 123.9 yards per game, which has been awesome. I'm loving Casey Smith right now. Tommy Chambers, only 44 yards per game, just a shade under 400 yards receiving with 7 touchdowns. He's kind of hot and cold. You know, that outside receiver. Ryan Young's our best tackler with 37. Mario's got 2 picks. Ron Davis with 12 sacks, leading the country. Here's the deal for Notre Dame. 2,000 yards passing, 21 touchdowns, 4 interceptions for Thompson, their QB, which is pretty impressive. He's slinging it. Adams, good running back, 813 rushing yards, 6 total touchdowns, gets about 90 per game. Olsen is their receiver, 450 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns, had a good game last week, 101 yards on 5 catches. Day, their leading tackler with 27. Duncan has 3 picks, and Day, their leading tackler, also leads them in sacks. So very interesting. Very interesting. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm feeling ready. I'm feeling ready. That's basically the setup here. I feel like we've got a good handle of what Notre Dame's going to bring and how they're going to play. So let's start with their unis. They don't have a ton of uniform options, I don't imagine. It's just the whites with the gold pants. I kind of wish they would wear white socks. Yeah, I think the white socks is a little better than the colored socks. But that's a solid uni. I don't think we need to do anything special to their uniform today on the road. I don't know what actual date of the season this is, so I'm not sure what kind of uniform we'll run with Marshall. Like, I don't think it's the blackout uniform. That might be next week. I'll have to double check and see what's going on. But I like the green on green. Yeah, black socks, black gloves. I think that's the look. We're going to go with, what do they call this? The Thundercast boys told me what this is called, like the evergreen, wintergreen. I don't know. There's a name for this uniform combination when they wear the all greens, I think, is actually, it's a real thing down in Huntington. So I don't claim to know. We got our A-Rod spread offensive playbook, and Coach Jones, our new defensive coordinator, in the 4-2-5 nickel as our base. Let's get into it, y'all. I'm gonna fade out the music. I think we're gonna go no music and just play game sounds here. What do you guys think? I think that's the way to do this. So let's see. We talked about it. We're gonna have to go back and take a look at the details of our visitors, but we've got some pretty huge visitors this week. Thomas Harris, a 4-star athlete. They say he wants to play quarterback. I don't know if that's actually the best position for him, but he's a dog. Antoine Gross, who I do think is going to be a quarterback, 4-star. He's the number 25 athlete. They say we need to rush for 100 yards. I think we'll definitely do that, but I actually think he's going to be a phenomenal quarterback for us. Kurt Alexander, a 4-star wide receiver, also 3 top 50 players in the country in Huntington today. Definitely have to show out for those guys. Watkins, Justice, and Daniels, they say, are our key players. We got to look out for their punter, Coleman. Meh. Dennis, the safety. Thompson, the QB. Checking out the injury report. Okay, they got a couple guys. Brewer's out for 4 weeks. Thomas, the left tackle's probable. They're a little banged up, so very interesting. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's do it. Looks like beautiful weather in Huntington. Fired up for this one. Thundercast says the fans call those the pea pods, the pea pod uniform. That's hilarious. And for some reason, it didn't save. You guys saw me wearing green pants, and it looks like it when I actually hit play. These bad boys are in white pants, so I don't know what's going on, but I was trying to do the pea pods. You saw. And if I lose my voice a little bit here, I apologize. Yo, my guy Sparrow Los, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Welcome in. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. 9:45 on a Friday night on the East Coast for me when I'm recording this. Like I said, I'm going to try to do this whole thing as much as we can, like we do the episodes. I may not broadcast it as much. I may talk a little bit more to chat than to actually broadcast what we got going on. But in general, I do want to kind of go through the same general flow that we do for the episodes. Kind of go through the menus, play the game, show the sort of like recruiting updates and stuff, preview the next stream, and then kind of wrap it up. So I'm hoping to keep these pretty easy to watch, even if you're catching them, well after the fact. So that's kind of my goal. Look at the Joan. Beautiful weather today. Absolutely gorgeous. We love to see it. Let's get into the coin toss. Freaking Fighting Irish, man. Oh man, they lost the toss. I think we're going to kick. I think I want to play some D. I want to get the fingers warmed up first. I haven't played this game in literal months. Behind baseball, I actually don't do a ton with a lot of the adjustments. I like to contain the quarterback on the pitch stuff, but then I basically keep the rest of this the same. The only other thing I do, sometimes I'll go aggressive on the holding blocks. I think it's been helping us have a little better pass protection. We don't get a lot of holding calls in the game. So that's it, though. I don't do anything with this, like, special with the sliders. We're on Heisman difficulty. That's kind of how we have always played this game in the series. I've tinkered with a few things here and there as we've gone, but for the most part, that's how we've played it from the get-go. So, and of course, NCAA14, one of my favorite games of all time. Good hit by Aaron Soul, our boy. Let me know. I'm going to try to balance. I've got a Go XLR with some sliders, so let me know how the game sound is coming through versus how my voice is coming through. If we need to tinker anything, we turn the music off. So, and let's get into it. 3 wide set. I kind of like to play base on early downs. I like to play a lot of cover 3 early. I'll play some man early. For the most part, I kind of like to have sit on their ability to run the football early. Thompson throwing it away. I really wish the AI or the computer was a little bit better at feeling the pressure and just hanging on another tick. They get a little skittish on us, so that's the only thing I would say. I think I'm going to come with a zone blitz here. 2nd and 10, we could see a run, but we also could see a short pass, so I'm going to manual cover with Daniels, kind of sit in this little curl hook zone. There's a play action. We got to turn and run. They find Walker into space. Ryan Young cleans it up. I figured we might see that. They go a little play action on us. I figured they would try to get a few yards or try to get a throw off on us, and unfortunately Ryan Young in coverage, not fast enough to get over there. Hate to see it. Is that Scott Ward 14? It is, yeah. Scott Ward couldn't bring him down on the first try either. Big there. That's a big play, man. They're kind of, that's how you shut down the crowd. Shut down the away crowd early in a game like this. That's kind of what you want to do. I think we're going to go a little man blitz here on first down. I'd really like to get them behind the sticks if at all possible. I might user lurk here with Brown. I like covering tight ends and running backs. I don't like doing too much. Good work there, boys. Way to string him out. There's Eric Adams. Ew, look at his arms. He's got wrist tape. He's got elbow pads. You hate to see it. It's awful. Just awful. All right, nickel here. 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs. I think we got to go full man coverage here. I'm expecting a pass. They might try to get a quick draw play in on us, but I'll just cover with Aaron Soul here. No, they go speed option. We got to get over. Aaron Soul laying the hit. Let's go. The true freshman, number 1 linebacker in the class. Number 4 has had a hell of a start to his career. Good play. Set him back on a 3rd and long. They're coming out with 4 wide. We got to match it with dime. I think I'm going to go cover 1 lurk. They got to prove they can throw it down the sidelines before I automatically put two DBs back there. We're going to press it. We're going to try to lurk here with Brown. Pretty good coverage, Bennett. Or is that Burnett? God damn it. Mario Sanders is god-awful, man. We try to go press coverage, 3rd and 9. Look at this. And he's gone. It's got to be one of the biggest letdowns of this series for me. The lack of development from Mario Sanders. Number 8 is a full-blown, I don't know. He's a full liability. I don't know how else to say it. He just has never developed. He was a 4-star. He's been an early contributor from the first time he got on the field here at Marshall, and he has not been very good at all. Watkins misses the tackle. Ryan Young luckily cleans it up. Notre Dame moving the ball on us. Not ideal here. First drive, good first drive for them. I am really torn. Do I want to come out and play zone? I think I'm going to play zone until they prove they're going to run it. You know, they're not really running the ball on us. We'll kind of lurk with Ryan Young here. Fully expecting a speed option. Nope. Oh, as a quarterback draw designed run. Oh, he fumbled it. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, boys. Is that Ryan Young who lays the hit? I couldn't really tell live. No, who's that? That's Kenneth Daniels who hits him. Ball pops loose. I don't know why they're showing Ryan Young like that. That's ridiculous. He had nothing to do with the play. Huge play. Tyrone Hooper scoops it. Marshall tightens up the D in the red zone, able to hold them out of the end zone. Beautiful. That's exactly what we needed. Now, we're kind of backed up here. I need a quick hitter on first down to throw the ball. Let's check out curls. We're inside our own 20. They are coming out in a too-high shell. I might check into a run. Yeah, I think I'm going to check into a run here. We're going to go zone read. Yep. Andrew Adams keeps it. Oh, I thought we had a hole. Okay. Good little check there. I didn't love running the ball sweep right. Just go a little zone read inside. See if we can get a little bit back. Feel like we can get a little space. I like X post here, so this is an interesting play. We'll see. Okay, middle field open. Lots of options. We'll see what happens on the right side. Tommy Chambers on the out route. Got a linebacker on him in space. That's a matchup we will win all the time. 8-yard pickup. Tommy Chambers, good stuff. Moving the ball. Haven't gotten the ball to Casey Smith yet, so they only have one superstar player, if you will. Looks like their free safety has a star above his head. I would like to switch this to a different run. I don't fully love this. So let's move Tommy over to this side. Let's see if they're in zone. No, they're in man. I like to have more blockers, obviously, more hats on this side. So let's go ahead and run it. We're going to run it right, but yeah, good. That guy kind of filled. Nope, couldn't get any room. That's always the tricky part. I like running out of shotgun. I really like this playbook, but we don't usually have tight ends in the right spot, and they have like one more overhang player than we can handle most of the time. So a little tricky. I like curls stick. See if we can get something short. If they come out in zone, kind of have to just work this little triangle to the right. Armstrong, Smith, and Taylor up the sideline. There's Smith. Easy. Easy third down conversion. Look, I don't know what's going on with the lighting in this game. It's been like that for a couple, I don't know, a couple patches ago is the best way to describe it. A couple patches ago, they did something like the college football revamp team did something and messed with the lighting, and I don't love it. You get like weird fog effects and stuff. Whoop! Oh, I couldn't break a tackle. Man, if they're going to sit in that too high safety shell like that, they're not going to fill the box. We're going to really have to try to run it on them. So I'm going to stop going by coach. I'm going to start actually going by formation here a little bit. See if we can get a little bit more going. You know who we have not used a ton of this season, and it's been kind of sad? We've not really utilized Brennan Armstrong as much as I thought we would. He was our leading receiver last year. He's one of the best players on our offense, probably our best skill player. Good run there. Come on, Jeff. Good little hole. There we go. Yeah, I need to get the ball to tight ends more and more. Jeff Clemens, another story. He's been a little bit better of late, but man, we had such high hopes for a guy like Jeff Clemens when we recruited him. He was in our first full cycle, so I guess if he's a fifth-year senior, we got him right at the end of season 1, and he just has never developed. Okay, interesting. They've walked the safeties into the box. I like the idea of running a play-action pass here. See if we can take a shot. 3rd and long. We're going to keep Britt into pass protect. We're going to see if we can get my boy Matthews up the sideline. Let's see what they do. Safety comes across. Armstrong not there. We got to escape. See if we can get upfield, get a few yards, get out of bounds. Yeah, good coverage. They were in man coverage. They had a little 2-man under. Nobody got off the line of scrimmage. I like taking shots when we see press coverage on the outside, of course. That's always my first initial thought is, let's punish them for coming up and trying to stop the run. Yeah, that one did not bust open for us. I feel like we don't get a lot of separation. We've got some good players, but I don't think we're elite separators. It's like a blitz coming from the right side. I'm going to slide protection to the right. I'm going to keep Casey Smith in to block. See if we can get something going. Blitz did not come. Brennan Armstrong up the sideline. He drops it. No. Golly. Cool. I tried to say good things about Brennan Armstrong, and here he is. Dropping easy catches out of the backfield. Hate to see it. Now, midfield stripe is close. Do we make a play for something short enough to keep us in a good down and distance for a 4th down try? I think we're going to try to get cheeky. See if we can catch them here. I'm going to run the ball. 3rd and 9, but we're already across midfield. Slowlo from Twitch. Yeah. I don't remember everybody's YouTube name, but Slowlo, of course. What's up, broski? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Of course. Brennan Armstrong goes across the formation and does not block anybody. Look at 81. Not blocking anyone. Well, that backfired. No shot. We can go for it now. So, Fully was trying to get a quick, cheap, sneaky couple yards. Get us into 4th and 3. See if we could get a run play off real quick, but don't execute the block. Drive, stalls out. Good return for them. All right, back on D. Back on D. We gave up 66 yards on that first drive, so see what we can do here. Going to come out nickel. I still like the idea of some early blitzes, I like cat blitzes on 1st down. We're going to swap this. I'm going to try to bring Scott Ward, see if we can get cheap. Bring Daniels down into the box. They're going counter. There we go. Well done. Well done, Eric Love. Unfortunately, it falls forward, but that was well defended. Short little pickup of 3. I don't know. I feel like they still might try to mess around and run the ball here. So I'm going to bring a little double linebacker blitz. Try to disguise it a little bit. Just sneak Daniels in at the last minute. Oh, they're going to come across. Daniels. Nope, I got the tight end, Walker. They're going to go outside zone. Corey Brown needs to get over there, and of course he messes everything up. Ron Davis can't catch him. Kenny Daniels finally gets him. Eric Adams is the slowest player in the history of NCAA. You saw him open his arms and try to make the tackle. I don't know what the hell happened there, Corey Brown. Good thing Adams is absolutely a locomotive and not in a good way. They have clearly dominated the first part of this game offensively. And that just sucks, man. We try to go a little man coverage blitz, try to get some guys into the backfield, and they just completely swallow it up. So I would like to see Brown make some tackles. That'd be good. A little jet sweep outside. Can they outflank us? Kenneth Daniels gets over. Aaron Soul cleans it up. Well done. Well done there, fellas. A little misdirection is what really slows us down the most, That's kind of been what's hurt us so far. So, they're going to keep us in nickel here. I think I got to stay in nickel. I got to continue to have 4 down linemen. So, I'm good to go a little press coverage here. Eric Love press coverage is a lot different than our boy Mario Sanders press coverage. That is not fun to watch. Brown's going to get outflanked. I couldn't make it through all of the traffic. Short pickup, nothing crazy. Where's Ron Davis? Can I get a little pressure here from Ron Davis? I'd like to see that. All right, here's what I'm thinking. I think we went cover 2 lurk last time. I think we're just going to go normal cover 2 man. See if we can press coverage and don't blow it this time. I'm letting the DBs do their thing across the board. We're just going to watch the running back, make sure he didn't go anywhere. We're all over it. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate you. Welcome to the party. 13th sack of the year for Ron Davis. As I didn't get a good look. I think he just whips the right guard, right tackle, gets home. I don't know why that guy didn't try to make a throw. Of course, we were playing good tight man coverage, but good stuff. Marshall. Defense doing its job down in the red zone again, slowing the Fighting Irish offense. Let's take a look. And they're going to bang it home. Notre Dame with the early 3-0 lead. The Leprechauns in the house. They're fired up. All right. Playing from behind. Notre Dame on the road. Battle of two top 5 teams. We're not bringing this one out. That's a good kick. That guy's got a leg. Casey Smith downs it. Let's see if we can sustain a better drive. We only got to midfield last time. Couldn't do much with it. So, going to be a little more committed to the run here. And try to do some stuff. It might be a little slow and go as we try to chip away. They're going to come out in just a single high safety shell. Interesting. I'm running it right, so not good for y'all. Casey Smith falling forward. Only a few. It opens up the playbook for us just a little bit, though. So I do like this playbook. I feel like there's a few too many plays that I just don't run a lot. So, that's not ideal. I would like to feel like I can go to every single play. Maybe I need to tinker it a little bit more, but a little wide shallow cross here on 2nd and 5. Double linebacker blitz coming. There's Brennan breaking some tackles. I need him to keep breaking tackles. We had blockers if he can keep going. 7 yards. We pick up the first. Interesting decision. 2nd and 5. They send pressure. That's how they're going to run it, apparently. That's how they're going to run it. I'm not in a flow of play calling yet. I got to kind of figure out what they're doing. We got to kind of understand, get a feel for how they're going to kind of, are they going to stay in too high? Are they going to bring pressure? Or are they going to try to get cheeky and bring late safeties into the box? There's a little counter. That's well blocked. Whoop! It's always this backside guy. We've been getting got all day today by the backside guy. I mean, they only, 4 carries for 3.5, not even 3.5 yards per carry. So not a lot of room for Casey Smith to run just yet. Not a lot of room. We'll try spacing here on 2nd and 5. If they send pressure again, this should be open for another first down, but we'll see. Looks like zone. Not a lot of guys covering on the right side, so. Yep, there's Tommy. Oh, Tommy, I hate it when he comes back to the ball. At least he fell forward. NCAA14, that's always the worst. A little animation to fall forward like that. I don't have anything under center in this playbook, which is always weird. Everything's out of shotgun, or it's big stuff, down goal line packages and things. So, kind of interesting to work with. I hate this overhang player. Let's see if I can get him to get out of the way by moving Armstrong over. Only 9 seconds left here in the quarter. We are going to run this right into pressure as the defensive tackle splits the double team. Man, tough sledding on the run game. Wow. Notre Dame came to play. Give them credit. They win the first quarter. So we might be in for a real one here. I appreciate you guys checking out the series, showing mad love. Let's see if we can do something. I don't mind. I'm going to try this. Let's see if we can get them. Yeah, this is shaping up to be pretty good. Here's what we're going to do. The box is completely loaded. I don't want that. I want to change the play. Okay, here we go. We'll play action. There's Tommy. Hold your feet. Atta boy. Pick up 7. I really like to see that single high safety shell because it usually bodes well for either being man or cover 3. And I know that out routes are going to usually be open unless they try to do something tricky to us. We know that that's where we're going to find some success. So that's always a good thing to see before the start of the play. This one's going to be interesting. We're looking to do zone read, run left. I think the defensive end on the left side is my read player, but it's kind of hard to tell. I'm just going to kind of sweep this one, get the first down, fall forward. 6 yards, Casey Smith. We convert. We're finally across midfield. Thank goodness, man. It's taken us long enough. We're almost in, take a few shots territory. Almost. We're going to run another zone read play here. We've ran it 10 times, thrown it 6. Yeah, they're kind of still playing pretty conservative, Look at all these guys backed off. Here's our read man. We are going to give. Casey breaking ankles, gets hit hard. 8 yards. A little inside-out juke. 48 stayed on us pretty good. He's up to 5 tackles already, so, man. All right, here's a play I love to do. 2nd and short. There's a 4 verticals play here with the double tight end set. And I really like this because I'd like to see who's going to carry Armstrong, who's going to carry Britt. You kind of see how they're kind of both out there. We don't have anything underneath. There's Britt. Bang. I think both of these guys score, to be quite honest, but I love this set where we've got both of them with a hand in the ground. Both tight ends are running vertical, and Cedric Britt and Brennan Armstrong running straight up the field, aiming directly at a couple safeties is not where you want to be on defense at all. Yeah, you can kind of see the play there. So Armstrong and Britt on the end of the formation. You got Armstrong getting up the field first. Again, I don't know what this guy's doing out here. He has responsibility on the hash mark at the start of this play. And he's getting out in his coverage, and instead of running up, he just continues to drift out. And if you're flat-footed, it's gone. We're out of here. Later, 45, blown assignment. They're yelling at him. Look, 48's like, boy, what are you doing? Huge play. Key, got us a big chunk yard touchdown, and we take the lead 7-3 in this top 25 matchup. First studio update of the day. Georgia Tech holding on 7-1 against 4-4 Miami. Johnson, their quarterback for Miami, struggling. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Thanks for the love in the chat. You guys are the bomb. Thanks for hanging out. This is fun. Love playing this live. We're definitely going to do this a lot more. Like I said, I want to get through this story as much as possible. Hopefully I'll have a couple days a week to be able to stream. You know, I'd like to get to a spot where we get 2 of these games in a week and kind of keep telling this story. You know, that would be ideal if I can do it after work. And you know, as you guys know, I've got a baby and a wife. So, you know, it can be a lot sometimes. Hard to get down here and do stuff. But Friday night, Saturday night, maybe Sunday, Friday and Sunday. We'll figure it out. Find some time to get this going. We'll cover 2 here. Cover 2 disguise on first down. Oh, no, I did so good to fill the hole. Oh, 9 yards. Adams is almost too slow. I think the same thing happened on the Corey Brown play. I'm like, I get to the spot too quickly, and he's just like so slow. I can't get to him. You hate to see it. They're coming out in a pretty big package here. I'm going to go zone blitz. You know, it's a short second down. We're going to send a little pressure here. Bliss is in the building. What's up, brother? Good to see you. We're going to go. Nice play there. I didn't send any pressure exactly, but we packed the box. We kind of did the formation shift where you bring everybody into the line of scrimmage, and that worked out well. 3rd and 1. I'm going to go base dollar here, and I think we're just going to man them up. Quarterback spy. We got to get this. We got to get the crowd into it. The Joan. It's 3rd and short. We got to go. Press coverage on the outside. Aaron Soul watching for the QB spy. Eric Love gets the big swat. Huge play. Ron Davis and the boys celebrating. That was massive. This one was kind of scary, to be honest. I'm using Aaron Soul on this play. I thought this slant on the left by 85 is going to spring open, so I kind of jumped that, like, oh, I got to get over there. Meanwhile, he's trying to go check down, and Eric Love, doink. Nice little swat. 3rd and short. Shut him down, force the punt. Good work by the boys. Okay, I feel like the momentum is shifting. You know, you guys can kind of feel it a little bit. Hit a big pass play, score the touchdown. Get the quick 3 and out, getting the ball back. Eric Love just made the play. Now he gets a chance to return. Let's do it. 5. Ooh, got a little bit of room. Breaking a tackle. Gets spun down 9 yards. All right. Hey, any drive that starts with this kind of field position, you feel pretty good about. So, already out across the 35-yard line. We're going to look to throw it here. I'm still rocking the 2 tight end set. Love abusing. Gonna have to check this one down. Casey Smith in space is dangerous. Attaboy KC, 15 yards on the check down. Obviously was looking for tight end 1, tight end 2. We know we got Casey out there as an outlet. As those guys push vertical, man, nobody kind of runs horizontal and kind of guards the boundary like that. So Casey Smith breaks 1 tackle, fights. Took 3 guys to bring him down, man. He's had a hell of a season so far. He's had a hell of a season. So from this spot, I love putting our boy Chandler Taylor up on the line of scrimmage. So we're going to run stick. If I get single high, I don't. I get open coverage, and we're going to check into a run here, especially with that safety on the left coming into the box. So if he's going to continue to cheat, we're going to run this thing to the right. Yeah. I swear, We probably, if we block a little better, that springs open. That's very unfortunate because we had the numbers over there. What I was saying before, I love putting Chandler Taylor out here right up along the line of scrimmage so he can beat press coverage, but they're continuing to play off. I'm talking about this cornerback all the way on the left. They're not playing tight at all on him, so Tommy's going to have a little bit of room, keeps a toe in, gets himself a few. Manageable 3rd and short. We love to see it. This has been a tough down and distance for us so far. Do we be aggressive or do we, kind of play it conservative and still try to go with the run? I think I'm going to run it. I think I'm going to read option it just to give us another opportunity, but we got 2 cracks, basically. We're going to go for it if we don't get it from this part of the field. So let's go ahead and zone read the defensive end. We get a good block. We get a couple good blocks. Andrew Adams into space, a little whirl, shake and bake, 11 yards. Actually, I thought I was running with Jeff Clemens there for a second. Andrew Adams already close to 700 yards rushing on the season too. Man, oh man, what a baller. Adams has been so fun to use, man. Seriously, one of my favorite players, for real. All right, we're gonna have a shot here. Play action tight end wheel. This could be dangerous because if they send pressure, we could be caught. But if they don't send pressure, we might catch Brennan Armstrong here, X, on the left, going up the sideline. Same with Tommy Chambers. They send one. There's Tommy. No, Andrew, run. I was trying. I actually hit triangle in the backfield. I was going to go to Tommy up the sideline. We're lucky. Andrew escaped a little bit and picked up a yard. That should have been a sack. Like I said, some of those longer developing play action shots, they're kind of hard to get off, right? They're kind of hard to have enough time back there to really make it happen. So, all right, I don't love running this one to the left, so I'm going to run this one, hopefully. Oof. No, I'm not. I'm going to end up throwing this. 2nd and 9. I'm going to go a little Tommy Chambers around and about. Oof, nothing open. I had to bail. Still bailing. Oh, okay, Andrew. Jesus. I don't know if you guys saw that, but none of the icons popped up. Like after I kind of drifted back and then back, there was no icons. I couldn't figure out who to throw it to at all. There was nobody around. All right, let's see here. 3rd and 9. We've been 3rd and 4. We're in good field goal range. One, open coverage here with the safety. My idea is obviously we would love to hit Brennan Armstrong here. If we have to take the check down and end up going underneath, we can do that. And it looks like we're going to. Lou Walker with the dive. They did a good job covering Armstrong. If we would have caught man coverage there, I would have tried to take a shot on that corner route, but I'm more than happy to take our 3 points here. I know this is actually not automatic with our boy Seymour, so let me see if I can line this thing up. That looks decent. Let's have a go. Okay, good. No wind. We sneak it in. Manny Seymour, 45-yarder. He's fired up. He's barely got enough leg to get it there. 10-3, 4 minutes to go in the first half. I hope you guys are having fun. I'm having some fun playing this bad boy live. Oh, let's keep it going. Jason Thompson, the punter, because our kickers got such a noodle, and even Thompson can only get it to the goal line with no wind. That's how bad we are in the special teams department. You hate to see it. That was more stressful than it should have been. It was. Yeah, I was kind of nervous getting that kickoff as well. Kind of tough. All right. Back on D. Looks like they're coming out 3 wide. I'm kind of, you know what? Let's give them a different look here. We're going to go a little zone coverage, but we're going to come out in a 3-4. I like having all of these linebackers on the field. Sullivan, Young, Jackson's the really the weak link, but I like having guys who can run on these early downs to be able to cover. Oof. Man, I really tried to hit him. If Ryan Young's animation wouldn't have already been hitting him, I was going to decapitate Adams. I was hit sticking for all of my life. All right, let's see if we can get a little tricky here. Since we're in this 3-4 look, there's no reason not to send an exotic zone blitz on 2nd and 4. We got a safety in the mix here. We got two tight ends on that side. I'm going to keep Daniels kind of over. He's already making checks. Daniels gets over there. Good job by Aaron Soul to stand him up. It gets 3, but that was pretty well defended, to be honest. 3rd and inches. They're coming out with 3 wide. I do not trust it. I'm gonna go to 4-3 here and stack it because I just don't feel like they're actually gonna do this. So, all right, let's see what we can do here. We got to get the crowd pumped. We're in a cover 4 shell. Daniels sneaks into the box. He's running it left. Can we get over and make the play? Here we go, Jermaine Johnson. Conservative run call. 3 minutes to go in the first half. They try to go sweep with the slowest player in Notre Dame running back history, and it backfires. We're going to get the ball back. Beautiful stuff. Questionable. I really hope in the new college football game that we end up getting some heightened computer logic, like time, score, situation stuff. I really do hope they nail it with the computer. Oh my God, Corey Brown, could you block? Look at this tackle 47 makes. Oh my God, this dude. Damn. But yeah, so I hope they fix and improve upon some of those things. You know, it's not that a coach wouldn't have called a run play there, but I feel like they end up calling speed options and draws like one too many times, if you know what I mean. This is a run play supposed to go to the left. I'm just going to flip this to a run to the right, just in general. I want to get out here, get a little room, cut it up. Casey Smith breaks a tackle. He's out into the open field. He's going to go. Let's go. Casey Smith to the house. We make it audible. We end up getting out of the run play to the left. We kind of just make sure we're going to run it to the right. A little guard pull. You see Thomas Webb get out there, number 70. We break one tackle at the second level. Casey Smith with his wheels to the house, blowing this one open. And it's still early, 17-3, but that's quite an impressive way to handle the first half. Man, Casey Smith has been so good. You know, we're coming off of Ethan Payne and Rasheen Ali the last few years. They're good, but none of them had home run speed like our boy Smith does. So, you know, very simple. Just going to follow Thomas Webb, our lead blocker. He picks up. We get a little bit of a mix-up here. William Matthews gets a piece of the corner, but the corner kind of doesn't come for us until he's late. That's the same guy who got blown in the coverage, I think, right? Was it 40? No, it was 45, the safety who got blown last time. But 46 can't make the play. Casey Smith has enough left in the tank to outrun the linebacker. And it is into the end zone. Huge stuff by 25. Marshall 17-3 in this bad boy. Yes, sir. That one felt good. A couple really big, you know, explosive plays to get into the end zone, which I definitely did not see coming. I thought we could run the ball a little bit on these guys, but, you know, that first quarter, they really shut us down a little bit. They didn't give us a lot of room to make any plays, and now Casey Smith is just decided I'm not going to be tackled. Just not happening. Aaron Soule makes a good tackle. Michael says it best, chef's kiss. Mwah. Yes, that's exactly how you want to draw it up. Helps it, that corner, like I said, number 46, I have no idea what he's doing. Kind of stops his feet after he gets blocked and then doesn't end up making the tackle. But that was really a great effort play by 25. Good speed. Absolutely. A little zone blitz here as we kind of show. I'm going to try to get cheeky and bring Love off the edge. Oh, as they flip it out the back door to Burnett. Good tackle by Watkins. 2:21 left. I would hate to give up points here before the half, especially a touchdown. So I got to find a balance between being conservative and being overly aggressive. So like I said, I really like this 3-4, but to tell you the truth, if I'm going to run this 3-4, I'm probably going to end up doing a lot of zone, as Thompson's got 80 yards passing. Very efficient, 6 of 8 to start the game. He's been solid. Has one of those as a throwaway, so he's really only has one true incompletion as they toss it. Andrew Jackson gets out there, trips him up. Nice job by Scott Ward, chop him down. They're really trying to get the ball on the outside with a guy who is not fast. And at the 2-minute mark, their head coach decides to take a timeout. I actually know who the head coach is. I should have checked. I usually do check during the episodes. I forgot to go to that menu before we started this game. So I don't know who's coaching at Notre Dame in this part of this series. But 2nd and 9. We're in a little cover 3 shell. They're going to run it counter. Like I said, I get there so freaking early, dude. I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to do. Ryan Young works his way over. I'm strafing. Check this out. I'm right there. He just doesn't lock on. The animation just doesn't do anything, and I don't want to just randomly dive by hitting square. And it's like we get there too early. We like overrun the play because this guy's so slow, this running back. It's frustrating. Very frustrating. We're going to go a little air glove here. In coverage, check anything underneath. That's a good throw. Nice job by Scott Ward to break that thing up. Eric Love might have hit him from behind. Broke it up as well. He tried to lob that thing into space. It wasn't a bad idea. It definitely was not a bad idea. Might have had his guy. I am going to go low man coverage here this time. We're going to send a little pressure. I'm going to check actually into cover. No, not cover 2. I don't want to do cover 2. I want to do cover 2 man. All right, well, too late in the play. We're going to stick to cover 2. No, we're going to go man. There we go, man. That's what I wanted. No, he finds a spot. Oh, what a good throw. Good timing throw. I probably would have been fine if I would have stayed in cover 2. Look at it, how early he lets this ball go. He's not even close to being out of his break. You know, just credit where credit's due. Hits the in breaker. Good anticipation throw. First down. Put it in the right spot. I was really trying to go cover 2, man. If I would have went just normal cover 2, we would have had a linebacker just sitting there. But cover 1 press would have done it too. Look, that yellow spot from Aaron Soul would have been right where that ball got thrown. So, hate to see it. I'm going to shift the D-line along with the tight end, see if we can outflank them. Well done by the D. Thompson throwing late back across the sideline. That's so painful. Man, oh man. The D-line does not get any pressure. Watkins, unfortunately, can't stick with him. That's a long time to cover. That's a big, long throw back across the field. D, kind of leaky. You know, we've only given up 3 points, but man, oh man, have we struggled. We've gotten tight every single time down here in the red zone. Let's see if we can do something again. Oh, booth review. What are they looking at? I mean, clearly he had his feet in, right? Yeah, why are you wasting everybody's time? What you doing? I usually cut shit like this out in the episode. Well, this dude doesn't have to take a look. Of course it stands. It should be confirmed. I don't even think they had confirmed in NCAA14. I think it was just overturned or stands, I believe. So they're only coming out with 3 wide receivers here. So we're going to go in this 3-3-5 Sam. I'm going to send a little pressure from some linebackers. See if we can do a little twist. See if we can get something going. I'm going to flip it. Yeah, I like this. We're going to cheat Daniels into the box. There we go. Oh, I saw that coming all the way. As they take a timeout, 8 yards over the middle to Olsen. And they are knocking on the door. We talked about it. It would be horrible if they were able to sneak in a touchdown here. And so far, so good. I really want... I guess I'll go cover 1 spy. We need the fans to get going here, huh? Get a little something. Okay, throw away. I was locked in, man. I was watching for the quarterback draw. I was watching for a broken scramble play. I had my mind set that play was going to go a million different ways. So, all right, good work. Making him work hard here. We're going to stay in this quarterback man spy situation. I'm treating the spy like an actual spy, and I'm treating it also like a player who's in the zone. So we'll see. Is this a run, play action? We're there. Everybody's all over it. He's got nowhere to go. Somebody get home. No. No way. There's no way. Does he even have the ball across the line? I mean, he has all day to throw. Nobody on the D-line is getting any pressure. Does he get into the end zone? Are we sure? Let me go and see if this... I'm going to act like we're going to run the play. That play's not even going to get checked. Hold on here. I think we got to challenge this. It's the end of the first half, right? We got to see. I don't think this ball gets across the end zone. Do I waste this challenge? Fuck, no. Let's save it just in case we need it later. But goodness gracious, man. This play takes forever. Talk about everybody's guarded. We're in man coverage, and then at some point the receivers start to scramble drill. And this guy, just a little crease. Olsen, yeah, smart not to challenge. He gets across. I just thought right here on this animation that the ball comes back out of the end zone, that he didn't actually get there, but he secures it. Notre Dame, what a ballsy drive. March it all the way down, able to get some points before the half. Keep themselves in it. 17-10. 38-31. Georgia Tech kind of getting their best shot from Miami. 9 minutes to go in the game. We will definitely keep an eye on that one. I want to see if there's another studio update or if it's just the end of this one. Sometimes this screen takes a minute. I think that might be the only one. It would have switched already. So, okay, cool. This guy's going to boot it through the back of the end zone. Both teams over 200 total yards of offense. 1 minute to go in the half. We got to keep this yardage. We can't mess with the time and the yardage there. Don't want to ruin anything for our boys. Eric Love. Okay. It's a 2-minute drill situation. My boy Kangwin in the chat, he knows. He comments every single time. This is prime Kimbro is going to turn this ball over territory. Getting overly aggressive, trying to get points before the half. This is where I throw interceptions all the time. Chandler! That's a good throw, man. That is a good throw on time. You just got to hold on to the football. Interception on the 5-yard line. God bless. All right, let's see. Let's see if they stay. Too high shell. We might have something here with Cedric Britt on the left if this guy's in man. If this safety on the left is on the hash mark is in man, he's not. I got to check this down. I'm going to take our timeout. Man, oh man. Patience is key. I completely agree. I'm with you there. Patience is key. 3rd and 6. We do take the timeout. I probably could have let the clock run there, but to be honest, I'm not super worried about them throwing it downfield on us. So we'll just see what we can get here on 3rd and 6. Got to throw it here. Got to check it down. Get out of bounds. No, he doesn't get to the first down. My God, Brennan, are you in sand? Holy shit. Turn up field, brother. Dog, this has got to be fixed in the new game. Real talk. This has got to be fixed. Right here. 81. I know I had X2, but I was just like, okay, this is easily the safer guy, and I'll get a lead blocker, right? How are we taking forever? I mean, this is like rounding third base, my guy. The banana curl you take, and then you don't even get upfield. Holy shit. He doesn't even have any momentum going towards the football. Like, that cannot be the way he comes back for the ball. Oh, yeah. Gotta punt it. Can't hold on. Just can't even go for it here. Oh, my God. Thompson took forever. What the hell was that all about? Get out of bounds. All right. Well, that's annoying. Thompson's been good, though, man. He's been solid. I mean, I got to respect the player. Don't hate the player, hate the game. He's been good. We got a little cheeky 9 Velcro here. I don't want to be too conservative, but we gotta see if we can steal an incompletion or two. Keep everything in front of us, kind of thing. Ooh, right there. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, there's a wide throw. I think we only sent 2 there to the 2 defensive tackles, I believe, but all right. We're going to come out and dime here because clearly they're in throw mode, so we'll cover 2. 2-man under is the play. I love that. Not cover 2, 2-man under. I'm not afraid of press coverage here. Not at all. I'm going to use Young to guard the tight end. Shit. Hit as he throws, and there we go! Mario Sanders. Bang! Second turnover on the day. Mario in the trail technique. I don't know if he gets smoked off the line of scrimmage or if he's just in a good spot, but hit as he throws late across the middle. Marshall gets the turnover, and we are back in business. Yo, you guys said it. Be patient. Patience is key. Bliss was all over it. Mike, you were all over it. I want to see here what happened in the backfield because I was using Ryan Young and I was running. So who gets pressure here? Everybody. Jermaine Johnson, Tyrone Hooper, both in on the quarterback, and Mario Sanders. This is better. So Mario got burnt in the first quarter. Check out him lock this man up. Where are you going, buddy? Where are you going? He eventually breaks free, and he's right on that pocket. Oh, that's good stuff by 8. That's a good rep. That is a good rep, 8. I'm happy to see that. That's kind of the player he is, though, man. You'll get both from Mario Sanders, real talk. He will give you both of those all the time. All right, they're staying in this too high shell. I'm going to have to start working in the middle, to be honest. I'm going to have to start working in the middle of the field and see if we can get them on some shit. Oh, no. I saw a hole late opening. I'm going to let this tick just a little bit, not a lot. As soon as I decided to scramble, I was like, oh, my God, I got to go up the middle. I was just trying to buy a little more time, leak right. A big play for them on the sack. We still got a chance to get some points, but we got to go fast. So let's see what we can do here. All right. Still got some time. Oh, what a lob. Oh, it's just past him. Andrew, my boy, you got to hit those Adams. Oh, had him coming across through it with good anticipation. Could not hit it. Oof. All right. 3rd and 18. The thought is Tommy Chambers here, but the other option is my boy Brennan Armstrong if they don't send pressure. And they sent a little pressure. Got to go for it. He gets 2 hands on it. Ah, Brennan. 81. You have got to help a boy out. Oh, my God. 2 hands on it, and we squander the opportunity. Son of a gun, man. What a frustrating sequence to end the first half, huh? Give up the points. Drop it. Don't end up getting anything. Give up the sack, the silly sack. They only sent 3. We run ourselves right into pressure. It's just the freaking worst. Unless something stupid happens, we're going to take a 7-point lead into halftime in what has been a really good game so far. So shout out to Notre Dame for bringing it, and we better not mess around and do nothing stupid. Eric Adams, some junk rushing yards. 17-10 at halftime is our score. Oh, my goodness. Kind of crazy. Notre Dame giving us all we can handle so far. Little rust. Little bit unlucky as well. Had some drops. Brennan Armstrong's got multiple drops. Chandler Taylor's got a drop. Just didn't really look good all day. I don't know why they had Ryan Young on that replay, but yeah, we've given up, a couple big running gash plays. Nice play to Britt, but that's it. We got to get 88 probably more involved if 81's going to struggle. Individual effort play by 25 is the difference so far. Defensive lines aren't getting home. Man, squander the INT. Had the ball basically at midfield, 2 timeouts, 40-some seconds left. They're beating us in pass yards 121-99. We've got them in rushing 125-94. They have the 2 turnovers. We've got about 3 full minutes more of time of possession. Feels like a pretty evenly matched up game. Obviously, their roster's good. We saw at the beginning they're an A roster. We're only a B+, so it's not like these guys are some scrubs. We definitely just got to stop shooting ourselves in the foot, find a way to get the run game more involved. Probably situationally, relied on throwing the ball a little bit too much in that first half. But yeah, here we are. Got the ball. See if we can make it happen, huh? Let's see what we can do here. Coming out. To tell you the truth, the off coverage, 2 high safety shell, they've not had to do anything crazy to put pressure on us. And it's worked so far. They do try to disguise it there, and they send a little pressure. We get it quickly out to Lou Walker. Gets us a few. I'm trying to think here. Don't love running into some of these boxes, but this one's a pretty good one. Let's see what we can do here. Whoop. Sneak it out the back door. Andrew Adams, a little bit of room. Breaks a tackle. Hey, easy, got enough speed. Oh, my God, Andrew. Let's go. Okay, Heisman. Put the team on your back then, 3. Put the team on your back. Let's go. What a huge play. Probably should have had more. If we just break one more tackle or William Matthews can get a piece. Massive, man, massive. Yagluth defeated. Man, Frank, well done, brother. Congrats. My boy Frank hitting it, making it happen on Valheim. What is that, boss number 5 you took care of? Good shit, bro. Hell yeah, that's what we like to see. Okay. We're sliding. Andrew thundering his way. Yes, sir, Michael. Adams has been so good. Frank, you got a good one here. Now that Yag is defeated, you'll have a chance to watch a very, very interesting It's been a good game. It's been back and forth a little bit. I mean, not necessarily score-wise, but momentum-wise at least. Both teams kind of dealing with it, getting some momentum. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go Andrew Adams on a straight-up post. I'm going to get Smith out into the flat. See if we can get anything up the middle. I'm just going to check it down. Everybody backpedaling. Whoop! Good breaking tackle. Nice job. Nice job, KC. Little check. So, because if they're going to play off coverage like that and they're going to have two high safeties, the real weak parts are between the two safeties and really shallow in the flat. So we've got to have some things designed on most passing plays to go to those spots. That's where we're going to have the most success. So we got to figure out how to do that. And this is an interesting formation. I'd like to get Lou and a DB out of there. There we go. That's a better box to run this play in to the right with Casey Smith. So let's get him out of the way. There we go. Crack. Few spots. Man, I wish I could have gotten outside the tackle box to the right, but what do we have going on here? Clipping? Who clipped? Chandler Taylor on the clip. No shot. I had the ball, what is that, inside the 5? Now we're all the way out to the 22? I don't know, bro. That feels a little sketch. Now Jeff Clemens is into the game as well, so that didn't help us at all the way around. Wasn't good. Now, I like this play initially. Got press coverage on the outside, Chambers on an out route, and you got Armstrong on a little zig. So let's see what we have. Oh, I had Matthews. I missed him. Gosh bless. I noticed that the safety wasn't over and the freaking corner was dropping into the flat too late, and we launch one, airmail it to the back. Oh, 3rd and 9. I like flanker dig here. Get a couple guys going across the middle in front of our face. We'll see on the backside if we can get this post to Matthews. We'll have Chambers as well. I'm going to keep Clemens in the block. Let's see what's up. Oh, I like it. There he is. Bap! William Matthews! I called it. If we can hit this post on the backside, we got a good look. They ended up trying to run man, and 45 and 46 out there. The right side of this secondary. Just trash cans, to be honest. Just dog water DBs out here. This is beautiful. This is exactly what we've been looking for. They've been playing this too high shell. Now we catch them in single. And as soon as this safety comes off the hash mark to the left, I know we've got him. I know that post is going to open up over here on the right. Tommy gets his guy on the out route, clears it out, and that is a beautiful window to throw. It just means William just needs to run a good route and catch the ball, and check out what happens here to this DB. If you're going to play man coverage off like this, you cannot get beat at the top of the route like that. Where are you going, buddy? That play would have scored from 75. Touchdown, Marshall. 2-touchdown lead now as we extend the lead back out to 14. Beautiful. Needed that. Much needed by the boys. Much needed. Oh, my goodness. The Miami-Georgia Tech game tied at 38. 4:15 left to go. My goodness. Is Georgia Tech, top 8 team in the country, going to squander their opportunity to get into the college football playoff? I do not know. But the Joan is rocking. You can kind of hear it. We got Seven Nation Army going a little bit. You can hear everybody's a little fired up now as this guy just fucking rumbles. My God, Casey Culver, 33-yard return out to what, the 45? I don't know where he went, but that sucked. All right. Here we go. Is this their first drive of the third quarter? This might be their first time touching the ball. I like it. Let's get loud. Showing a little pressure off the left side. We are going to bring it. They see it. They rotate over. We're going to rotate over with them as they go counter. Sullivan trying to get off a block. Nice job by Kenneth Daniels to come over. Adams, man, the counter play in this game is so powerful, man. It is so powerful. It's kind of unreal how powerful it is, especially if you run it out of shotgun. There's not a lot people can do, and unfortunately, they get us for 6 there on that one. All right, we're in a little cover 6 shell as they sweep it right. Oh, and there's the cutback by Adams. Fucking stiff arms. That wasn't a counter play, but the cutback and the counter are almost the same thing. This guy just puts his foot in the ground. Hard cut. Hooper doesn't cut him off. Daniels is not able to bring him down. And just when we had all the momentum, they come out and run 2 freaking plays, and all of a sudden it's back all in there. So I'm going to go back to this 4-2-5. But the 4-2-5 where the shell is kind of up at the line of scrimmage. I think that's the next step for us. We got to get more guys in the box. There's Paul Stratton getting stood up. Ryan Young comes over to clean that one up nicely, 4 yards. I think they're not proving that they can throw it down the sidelines. They can take deep shots on us. So I think we've got to kind of smash the box a little bit here and put a little bit more pressure on them at the point of attack. I think that's going to be our situation. Slow-Lo, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for the love. Thanks for checking in on the live stream. That's awesome, man. Take care of yourself. I'm glad you were here to hang out with us for a little bit. My brother. And there we go. As soon as I said something, Tyrone Hooper, we send a little man pressure. It confuses the offensive line. Hooper sneaks through, and realistically, he was going to get sacked either way. He was going to get hit by either player right there, but Hooper picks up, was that number 9 on the season? Tyrone Hooper, the JUCO defensive tackle we scooped up in the offseason, having a hell of a first year in Huntington. Absolutely. Good shit by 55. And here we go. 3rd and 14. The Joan is pumping. See if we can get a little pressure. They tried to run some screenplay. Oh, no. It actually worked. There's a flag. Hopefully, pass interference offense. Let's go. Okay. I was going to say, they tried to run this weird bubble screen play. We're absolutely accepting that. I don't know what they were doing. The bubble screen wasn't there, and then all of a sudden, they're just breaking down field like nobody's business. So that was just strange. But all right, we got the DPI on offense, and we're just going to take it. All right. Robber 1 lurk. Similar look, different play is what we've got called here. We're actually bringing Corey Brown on the pressure, and we're going to just carry this number 1 over here with my boy Ryan Young. Oh, it's underthrown. No, David Watkins. Squeeze it. Good defense by Watkins. Young almost got it on the deflection. Oh, Marshall's D stands up again. Is this Ron Davis comes free, can't make the play. This guy throwing it off of 1 foot. It's underthrown. Watkins is right there. It hits him square in the palms. Young on the ricochet runs underneath it. Oh, my goodness. But hey, we get the stop. The big sack turns into a long 4th down, 3rd down, and then incomplete, and we're going to get the ball back. So midway through the 3rd, I think we're going to take a little air out of the football, see if we can slow them down just a little bit, and then maybe we can put a couple more points on the board and really put this thing out of reach. Good return by Eric Love, gets 18 up the sideline. Yep. Beautiful. We have not run any screen plays, and they've spent a lot of time in press coverage, so I think that might be something we sprinkle in here on this drive. See if we can get them kind of going the wrong way slightly. I'm going to bring Brennan Armstrong across the formation, see if we can get 1 extra blocker over here on the right side. Maybe get Casey a little help. There's a little bit. There it is. That's exactly what we needed. Casey Smith into the secondary. No one's going to catch him. Let's go. Dive in and make it happen. 25, I see you. Huge play by the Marshall O. We design the run play exactly to perfection. Springs open. We bust it for 70 to the house. Casey Smith and the boys getting it done today on the ground. Yes, sir. Smith tearing it up. Man, pre-play, I could just tell that we needed 1 additional blocker on the right side. Brennan Armstrong really was to account for the safety that's out there on the midfield logo. But Casey Smith, and check out 74. I think that's really who makes this play for us. Is that Landry? Landry, the other JUCO. Watch 74 block on this play. So we initially get the chip. We get out. We get that one. Bang. Get out of here. Bang. Get out of here. And it's off to the races. This is my favorite block of the play, obviously. Get my boy 45, the safety who's been so bad. Tell my boy, get out the club. Get out of here, brother. We'll see you later. Off to the house. Smith does the rest. 69 yards in the dive just to be safe. And you know what? I was wondering how we were going to incorporate this. I think we're going to take a second here and make this the thumb. I don't know exactly how we're going to get this angle, but I think this needs to be the thumbnail, this block. That's not what I wanted to do. But we're going to come up with something here. I don't know. Let's see. How much further in the play? I love that this guy's just getting bully balled out of here. Yeah, I like this. I like where we're headed here on this thumbnail. And we're going to go something like this. Tilt it down. I got a hotkey over here I'm going to hit. Hit the, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. 31-10 upcoming. The boys making it happen. We've not played our A game today, I'll tell you that, but this has been a fun outing by the herd. The defense has done enough, despite some mistakes. The offense has had explosive plays up their sleeve for some reason the entire time, and it's turned into a good day for us. Dennis, if he could have kept his feet, he absolutely would have had some more yards. He had blockers all up the field. 376 yards is total offense now. That's it, man. The explosive play gene has kicked in big time. I think they're in throw mode, so we're going to have to try to figure out how we want to balance this. But I'm not done being aggressive just yet. I still want to continue to bring a little bit of pressure, so fully expecting some more run plays. There it is, and there we go. The run blitz on first down is the key to success. Ryan Young, his first TFL of the day. 6 tackles, gets Adams in the backfield. Huge play. Like I said, we've stayed in that 4-3 early. We've mixed it up. We've gone 3-4, we've gone 4-3. We've kind of done a few different things, but ultimately we've been smart with our blitzes. We've zone blitzed a lot early, and it has paid off. 2nd and 13. Let's see if they're going to try to get a chunk. A little flood. Oh, Tyrone Hooper a half step away from another sack. Incomplete. And this is where we put you in the blender a little bit. This is where we put you in the blender a little bit, because we can be very smart. We can send mixed pressures. We can kind of fool you a little bit. We know you gotta throw, so we start to pin our ears back and we put the clamps on you. 3rd and 13, pressure coming. Eric Love rallies up. That's underneath and going nowhere. And the punt team is probably gonna have to come back out again. Yo, I cannot tell you how fired up I am for EA 25, man. There's just nothing like it, man. These games are so freaking good. Even shit like that, the crowd stands up. You can feel the electricity in the room. Eric Love. Oh, my God. 10-yard return as he breaks 18 tackles. Good shit. All right, here's the plan. 31-10. Up 21. We're going to switch to a little bit of chew clock. I'm not done throwing it, but I am probably going to just take things a little slower. I'm not probably going to take a ton of shots. Although, to be fair, multiple touchdowns we've scored today have not been to us taking shots. They've just kind of happened because Casey Smith is that guy. I got to check it down. Oh, what? Andrew. I don't know, like, even stuff like that has got to be cleaned up. His feet get all wonky. He's throwing off the wrong foot. And then, you know, Casey Smith doesn't even stay in the fucking field of play. He runs out of bounds. I'm just trying to run some clock and be smart here, and y'all are doing the most, boys. We fool him on the zone read. Get a couple blocks, cut it back up inside. Andrew Adams, 20-yard rush. All right, it makes up for the last ugly throw you just tried to make happen. Beautifully blocked. We get 2 guards. There's a guard and a center up the middle, lead blocking on a zone read play. Love to see it. If you got big hog mollies rumbling downfield 20-plus yards, you're gonna hit a couple. You really are. See, it's hard for me not to dial up a bunch of passes here, but we really should play it smart. Try to be a little more methodical in case we turn this ball over down the stretch. But a little off tackle here. See if we can take a little more time off the clock. See if we can break a tackle. Got better speed. Got the angle. Casey Smith. 16 yards. My guy, 185 yards and 2 scores. 25, I see you. over 1,000 yards in the season now, of course. Now I think up over 1,100. Yeah, easily. He came in at like 991, right? So Casey Smith doing work. The run game. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Gotta love the Joan, only stadium named after a woman. That is a great stat. I do love that. You're right, Bliss. That is a great stat. I'll check it down back to him. Stay in bounds. See, why didn't Brennan Armstrong in the first half cut it upfield like Casey Smith like that? Like, that momentum going upfield would have gotten us everything we needed. So, I don't know. Shit like that just annoys me, man. Drag under. I think I'm going to run a William Matthews comeback just in case to that front pylon. Now they're going to double cover him, so we're going to check this down underneath. Chandler Taylor back up inside. Is going to fall forward as 9. Almost got to the first down. I know I said I was going to run the ball, and I've trying. But I also don't want to get Casey banged up, so kind of being a little bit more thoughtful about it. No sense in getting him hammered here late in this game. About to start the fourth quarter anyway, so we are going to run this one here. A little sweep left. I assume we're going to be able to get the first down here. Let's see. Yeah, got to the first. Didn't get the touchdown. Down around the 1 as we're knocking on the door. Almost 200 yards rushing for Casey Smith. He's been insane today. I don't want to poach one from him. I think he deserves another touchdown. So let's see if we can get him in. Trap, dummy. Chewing clock. Hopefully going to wrap this one up soon. Another score would be huge in Casey Smith's in from 1 yard out. Yes, sir. 38-10 upcoming. I hate when the replay does that. Sometimes you guys have probably seen it in the edit. Like, I show a replay of a play that's from 1 yard out, and it's a different camera angle. It's because the default replay they show you is so trash. The ESPN overlay flashes so fast you can't see shit. So, anyway. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Clemson and Florida tied up at 7 as they start the second quarter. Interesting. Clemson has not been great. They're 3-5 on the year, but so far hanging with the Seminoles. All right. As we're almost ready to get the fourth quarter started. 38-10. Kind of crazy. Another... Found some green. Another opponent that's absolutely worthy, but we just we hit a couple smart runs. We're kind of able to apply the pressure to them and make it hard for them. So we slowly pull away and we tighten the vice grip. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go cover 2 here instead. I didn't love that formation. As they try to motion, I'm going to use Brown to go deep. All right, and a drop over the middle. That helps. Olsen can't hang on. Hager kicking themselves in the foot. I don't think that's a phrase. I don't think that's a phrase. 2nd and 10. What do we got dialed up here? I'm not going to get too crazy. Just a little cover 6 look. So nothing too crazy. I'm going to swap this. Yeah, there we go. Corey Brown. Oh, man, I was all over that pocket. We got that big money green on us. Yes, sir. We love to see it. I mean, this is a nationally televised game. Probably a 3 o'clock kickoff. There's no way this was a noon. It's based on where we started and how dark it is now. Yeah, no, it's dusk now. 3 o'clock. This game's probably getting over at 6 on the East Coast. So, yeah, this is a big time showing on national TV for the herd. Well, this is mine if you throw it. No. Well, Eric Adams loses 4 anyways. Thompson takes a shot. We almost got home with the pressure. Ultimately, they lose yards on the play anyway. Clock's still running as we're wrapping up the third quarter. This has been a really fun game, man. I'm really happy that you guys got to watch this live with me. Like I said, I'm a little bummed. Oh, shit. Good throw. Is that Torrey Holt's son? Holy, dude. God. That's the end of the fourth. We're not going to get a replay of that, but that was just a corner route. And that ball was thrown by Thompson early. And he dropped it straight into the bucket. That was a throw. If they had been doing that to me all game, this would have been a different story. I wouldn't have been able to play some of the coverages I've played. But, yeah, I appreciate you guys rocking with this episode and hanging out, man. This is going to be fun to do it like this. They're trying to go with the screen. I'm all over that. I'm user covering that with Sanders. No shot. He's just sitting out there faking like the smoke, and then they just throw it to him anyway, and I'm all over it. Sanders like clotheslines him. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this is going to be a fun way to go through the story, man. I felt like it was going to be a little bit challenging to play and talk and monitor the chat. It's not been like that at all. It's actually been a lot of fun. You guys have added a lot, and I'm sure as I reach back and read some of the comments, it'll be even more fun as Watkins is all over that. Thrown away. This is going to be a good way to go through the rest of this story. It's been 80-plus episodes. 95, 97% of that has all been edited by me, and that's been fun. I love the editing process of telling this story, but it's also taxing, and I'm not in the position I used to be as a new dad. So good stuff there, Jermaine Johnson. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to live streaming and talking to the community at the same time and really having a good time with this. Jermaine Johnson gets on the sack board. He's had a bit of a quiet season. I don't want to call it underwhelming. That's not the right way to phrase it, but he's got a lot of time left. We got a handful of games left, but Jermaine Johnson has not been the wrecking force that I thought Ron Davis would be, just as a returning star. Oh my God, that ball's out at the 1, isn't it? Or is that a touchback? Did he just pin us at the half-yard line? I'm very curious. As they game track for Casey Smith and show a bunch of his second-half highlights, showing love for 25. He's had a hell of a game, man. He's been great. 25 has been a dude. 190 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. I'm actually going to sub everybody out, to be honest, I think. Let me make sure we're not at the 1-yard line. If we're at the 1, I think we got to be. No, okay, we're at the 25. No, we're at the 20. We'll run it. We'll run a little bit. Maybe pick up 2 first downs, and then we'll sub the starters out here. I don't want to get anybody hurt. I also would love to see Casey get his 200 yards rushing, because that's massive. So he needs 4 more. So let's get Casey his 200, and then we can rest the boys. They've had a hell of a day. They have had a hell of a day. Chew clock still on. We'll be smart here. Try to be expeditious with the rest of the stream time. I'm really curious to see how the recruits, took in this game, what they thought about sort of all the stuff, the rushing record, the throwing record. I don't want to say record, but you know what I mean, like how proficient we were today. A lot of big recruits still out there on the board for us. We'll dive into that before the end of the stream, but yeah, it's been a wild time, so I'm excited. Oh my gosh. Great blocking. Casey's able to rumble for 10. He's going to get over 200. And that first down is going to do it. 6 minutes. We've got to do it. So a lot of times I go in here and do this manually, but let's just try the mass subs here. Sub in second team offense and defense. It may not get it perfect. I think it will, but we'll just have to see. I like to get everybody who's super important out of the game. Like, look, Tommy Chambers is technically still out there. That's not what I want. But for the most part, the second stringers are in the game. New college football game should have Thunderstruck for Marshall. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Jeff Clemens on the edge. Cannot rumble. Cannot run over anybody. 7 yards for Clemens. He felt like he was running in snow. I don't know. Maybe I've been using our boy Smith too much, but that did not feel good to run with Jeff Clemens on that play. Yuck. Gross. 38-10, under 6 to go. The boys just looking to bring this one home. Come back for it, Lou. As I read through the right side, I was like, there's only one place that's going to spring open, but the timing's got to be right. And unfortunately, Lou did not get any separation at all. That man was on his back. I'm going to stick with this. I got slants on the right. Ooh, Lou came open. Roy's got enough speed, though. Roy's got a lot of speed, though. Ooh, Roy! Ooh! The spin up the sideline by 16. I don't really know where Roy Morris's career goes, I don't think he's going to have the skills to be the long-term starter, you know. I think he's right now like a 75 overall, so I don't really think Roy's the guy for the future at Marshall. I mean, Adams is the starter at least one more year as a redshirt freshman. But Roy will have a play or two, a throw or two, where you're like, okay, wait a minute, I can see it. Clemens gets power bombed down to the ground. I've never seen that before. The tackle animation on a guy who's just running the ball normally. He gets lifted, just gets hoisted off the ground and slammed to the turf. My goodness, that was crazy. Okay, let's see. That was crazy. That was crazy. Thundercast, what's up, boys? Yeah, we got the job done for you today. Marshall responds well in the top 5 matchup. Good blocking out here along the edge. Clemens is going 2 miles an hour, but he's able to pick up the first as the cheeky screen out the back door to the running back is successful. 13 yards. Again, not really trying to do too much with the clock here. Just kind of just running some normal plays that will hit, but even against the ones from Notre Dame, we're having some success. So we're going to go counter here. That opens up. Even that is well blocked. Clemens falls forward. I'm trying to take as much time as I can on the chew clock function. So, yeah, good showing by the boys today. This has been a fun one. This has been a fun one. A lot of times, I think in the live or in the edits, I'll sort of cut through this, so you may not see a first down run for 5, right? Like that play, you'll see just this 2nd and 5 or something, just to try to get through it a little faster. As Morris breaks a tackle, cuts it up inside, and tacks on a few more for Marshall. Obviously, not really trying to do too much there. Just quarterback power to the right. Morris bumps off a body or two, and Marshall's able to add to their lead. Now a 45-10 game. Never left the stream, been gaming a bit myself. I love to see it. What have you been playing? I'm curious what everybody's been gaming. What games are out there? I know the Final Fantasy game, as I'm doing this stream, the Final Fantasy game's very popular. Obviously, people are still playing Fortnite, Warzone, and stuff. But I'm curious, what's everybody enjoying these days as we patiently wait and get stiff-armed hard to the face as we patiently wait. Thank you, Kimbro, for beating Notre Dame for us again. Yeah, that Marshall win at Notre Dame was that 2 seasons ago at this point. What a showing. I mean, an all-timer, and I felt so good for everybody. You know, at that time, we had a lot of players who were still on the Marshall roster for real in the series, which was so fun. I remember Devin Kirk, the tight end. He reached out, and you know, I'm connected with him on Instagram, and he was having so much fun, and I know those guys were really feeling themselves as they should have. That's a big time program win. They're still throwing. They still have Thompson in the game, their starter. They're not necessarily in a hurry, but they are still playing the football game. So we'll play the football game. We got our 2s in. Backup linebackers, backup D-line. Couple starters still in the secondary in the game. You got guys like Sanders and Eric Love out there. So a few guys that play, but for the most part, all the backups are in. I've been playing the Free Shooters Enlisted and Vigor. I feel like I just heard of Enlisted. Is that new? Oh, that's well blocked. Trying to get out over there. I hate that animation. It gives him like another 8 yards. Adams's stats are going to be through the roof today, but I am not impressed by that guy. I mean, he should have probably scored like 4 touchdowns on us long hitters if he had any speed. He's just not fast at all. That one's frustrating, though. They sneak a wide receiver screen out there on us, and it hits. Awaiting NCAA-25, of course. Yes. The college football game is, I've already told my boss, I've already told my wife, like, y'all are not going to see me in July. Just know that. You are not going to see me. I to be honest, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet as far as the series. I don't know if we're going to try to bring this back with Marshall, if we're going to find a new team to represent. I haven't really decided officially what the plan's going to be, but at the same time, it's going to be awesome, and we're going to have a blast. Ryan, welcome in. Go Herd, yes, sir. Putting a whooping. I was about to intercept that. Putting a whooping on Notre Dame. feeling pretty good. 45-10 in a top 5 matchup at home. Ryan, if you're new here, or if anybody's catching this this live stream and they're new here, back-to-back national champions in season 6 is where we are in the series. And from here on out, you guys will be able to, I think I'll still have these episodes on the playlist. They won't show up on my channel as a normal video. You'll have to maybe go to the live stream tab, but they're going to be there for you guys to enjoy. And we'll do it just like we do a full episode. You know, I'm going to try to keep it as tight and as normal as we pick up a nice sack as Thompson holds onto the ball too much. Williams, the backup DN, number 17, he's a stud, man. He's a stud. He comes in and just gets sacks. He's insane. So really enjoying him so far. But yeah, so I plan on just keeping this series going the way we've kind of been doing it. And the only difference is I'm not going to edit down the videos anymore. I've done it for 80 episodes. And not that I don't love it, but I'm just trying to get through. I really want to be able to tell the rest of this Marshall story before the new NCAA game comes. That's really it. And who the hell is Robert Murray? What in the world? This guy gets off press coverage, and he breaks 3 tackles to get into the end zone? Jesus. Why haven't you guys been giving him the ball all game? What in the hell? Bit of a buzzkill. You see this happen, of course, in real life. The second teamers can't quite hold up to the number ones on offense, and teams get some garbage points. But, you know, regardless, everybody who watched this game, you know, when I think of, like, this being a realistic scenario, everybody who watched this game is already tuned out. They know Marshall dominated this shit, and it's been nothing but smooth sailing as Blue Walker scoops up the onside, and, I mean, 45-17, 500 yards total offense. Just a display by the boys today. So, very, very good stuff. I think I'm just going to kneel this out. I don't think there's anything else to do here. I think we're going to kneel it out. Get the opportunity for Morris. Get a couple more stops. Pick up the plus 10 XP, I think is what the game gives you at the end here. So I'm pretty fired up. Yeah, I got to do it one more time, but yeah, plus 10 XP to kneel while you're ahead in the 4th. That's so funny. I hope that stays in the game, honestly. I really do. Kneel it one more time, and it'll be a big GG. Our first official game live streamed here on the channel. It's pretty sweet. Look at this. I've never seen this before. 74-5, 93% win percentage for Coach Mayo in the series. That's good stuff, man. That is good stuff. We've had a hell of a run here at Marshall, and we're going to try to keep it rolling to close out season 6. It's good stuff. GG's by the boys. We pick up the top 5 win at home in dominant fashion. Adams has a heck of a game, but, I mean, what more can you say? Casey Smith, 200 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. Whew. Good stuff. 25 has been a real difference maker. I said it during the game. You know, Ethan Payne and Rasheen Ali have been studs in this series for us. We've really enjoyed having those guys at running back. They've been serviceable, but nobody has had the home run breakaway speed or the combination of, you know, able to still break a tackle like on this play and then boom, 50+ yards off to the races, can't catch him. Like that's the difference, man. That's the difference. You break a tackle, but then you accelerate through the hole and it's over. Here's another situation, right? He's just gonna zigzag and then boom, 50 yards off to the races. You can't catch him. I mean, god damn, I love me some Casey Smith. That is good stuff, man. That is good stuff. Garbage late touchdown there by Notre Dame, but that was a good performance. You know, the D left a little bit desired. I think I was a little rusty on defense. I missed some tackles. I think we probably, you know, we got a little man coverage happy, gave up some corner routes, or specifically press coverage happy. That last touchdown by Murray came on press man coverage with a backup cornerback. So we did some silly things, but for the most part, man, that was exactly what you want to do. So, yeah, that was good stuff. We were able to have a 21-point third quarter, 45-17 the final. Bunch of explosive plays. We'll check out the team stats real quick. I won't go through this fully. Just going to check out a couple of the things. We rushed for 345 yards and 4 scores. Only threw for 158, which is like nothing. So we'll see what happens to the Adams Heisman campaign, but Definitely shut them down on third downs as we were pretty efficient. Perfect in the red zone. No turnovers as we continue this crazy situation, man. As you guys know from watching previous seasons, I don't know where our ability to not turn the ball over has come from. It's been insane this season. We've just been so perfect at it. So I think we're the number one team in the country in turnover differential. So what the hell? Who knew? Adams, 16 to 23, basically 70% passing, 145 yards, 2 touchdowns. Only that 1 sack as we were trying to get into field goal range late in the first half. I thought he was really good. Threw the ball accurately. 207, 3 scores. What more? Casey Smith, are you kidding me? What a baller. Adams tacked on another 81. Who's our leading receiver? Smith again, 33 yards. That's pretty sad, though. Like, we didn't have to throw the ball a lot because we got on these boys, but we are not putting up a lot of... We spread the ball around a lot, and nobody really gets a lot going on. Long of 30 for Cedric Britt's touchdown is about it. Only gave up the 1 sack from Landry. It wasn't really his fault. Daniels led the way with 7 tackles. We do pick up 1 sack apiece from Hooper, Davis, and Johnson. Of course, Sanders got the INT. He had a good day. Yeah, man, that was fun. That was a good effort by the boys. I thought we handled everything really well. 234, 2 touchdowns for Thompson. A lot of that in garbage time. Adams rushes for a 113, but I was never afraid of him. I'm curious. I can't see from this menu. I'd love to see his speed, but I wasn't afraid of him at all. He was nothing. Yeah. Okay, there's the stat roundup. There we go. Love to see it. Go ahead and exit this one. Got to make sure I save the game. We'll advance through. We're not going to play the next game today. We'll advance through. Try to keep this episode as sort of condensed and as normal as possible. But we'll take a look at the next matchup. Take a quick peek at recruiting if we got any commits. And that'll be it, man. That'll be it. Super fun. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. And still rocking with this series. I mean, I was talking to my wife, 80 episodes in. It's just insane. You know, we've been able to have sort of you guys still showing love on these videos and rocking with the channel and enjoying the story. I'm enjoying it, as you can tell. I still get geeked up. I'm super excited to still be telling this story. So pretty cool stuff. All right, let's advance through. Move into week 12. Holy cow. Ryan, lost my other YouTube account in a phone switch. Been following since almost the very beginning. I've enjoyed it. Cool to track and see what all has happened during this run. And then in real life, Coach Mayo, in real life, beating Notre Dame. It's awesome, right? It's very cool, Ryan. It's been so fun to see the trajectory of the program in real life. Coach Mayo ascending, right? It's been fun. So thank you guys, Michael, Ryan, everybody who's been sort of with the series, the Thundercast boys, showing love on the series from the get-go. It's been awesome. I've had so much fun. So very, very cool. I'm going to get a little bit of music going back on here, and yeah, we'll just continue doing our thing. Coach Mayo up to a level 30. That's insane. He's been going ham. So, all right, we got our music going back again now that we're out of the game menu. And he commits. Boom. 2 big commits. At least Gross and Harris are in the class. And so is TJ McCray. Dude, massive. Okay, let's start at the top. Let's recap from the top. So we're in a battle with Alford, the top middle linebacker in the class. That's good news to still be in the mix. Wilson, one of the top defensive ends, is ready to visit. He's visiting this week. So is Gilliam. Jerome Young, we're still in a battle for him. We're still in a battle for Pope. That's good. I'd like to stay right there if we can kind of, not lose any ground. We get Gross, huge pickup. I'll show you guys why. He might be my favorite player in the entire class. Thomas Harris, I think he's going to play wide receiver. He's in the class. That's going to be huge, 79 overall. Huff, the top tackle prospect we've got on the left side. We're in a battle for him. Jay Will, our cornerback, we're in for him. Stuart Huggins was in here for a visit. He gets a plus 710. Terrence Tyree is coming on a visit this week. Kurt Alexander liked his visit, plus 760. In a battle for Damian Brown, our top center. We're in a battle with McCutcheon, kind of a depth tight end, don't really need him. Sutherland as well. Cedric Huff on a visit, and then TJ McCray gets the commit. So I'll dive into McCray, Harris, and Gross real quick, and then we'll wrap up the episode, which is huge. 3 more commits into the class is insane, y'all. Are you kidding me? So let's check it out. Top classes. I hope we're back in the top spot, and we are. Remember, a couple episodes we lost, I believe, to Nebraska. 1 5-star in the class, 4 10-star, 10 4-stars. I'm getting tired. 3 3-stars. Bunch of dudes, to tell you the truth. Ole Miss in second. No 5 stars, and 20 total commits already. So that's a jam-packed class for them, but we're holding down the top spot. All right, let's talk about these 3 new guys real quick. I'm fired up. We got more guys coming to visit this week, which is going to be awesome as well. So, okay, so let's see. Who's first? We'll talk about McCray as we'll look at this. I talked about him, TJ McCray, in a previous episode. 6'6", 226, a 3-star, only a 68 overall. I don't need him, right? We already have Grant Kelly in the class. We look good for Kurt Alexander, another 4-star. I really just wanted TJ McCray, and here's why I wanted him. I have never played with a guy like this. 6'6", 226 with 95 speed. Like, an outside receiver with size and just blazing fast speed like this, I've never had. You know, he's got a lot of work. 62 catching is not where you want it to be. 72 on spec catch is respectable. He's not agile, and he doesn't have a lot of acceleration, both at 74. But he can carry it. Once he has it, he'll give you a little bit of yak, 82 carry, and 80 route running. So my thought is, if he can break press coverage and use that height and speed to get downfield, with a big arm quarterback like what will be 3rd year Andrew Adams, let's give TJ McCray a couple balls up the sideline. Give him a chance to go outrun some DBs. So I'm fired up. It's going to be a fun prospect to tinker with, is TJ McCray. So, okay, I think the next 2 guys are, and I'll just kind of go through this slowly, are athletes. So we're in the hunt for Pope and Huff. Sutherland, I think, is either visiting or just visited. We're still in the hunt for Damian Brown, who moved us back a few spots after this week, but his top team, NC State, is coming to town this week. Gilliam and Wilson. So you guys might be able to answer this question for me if you're watching this. I actually don't know if we can get either of these guys. We've got Harris and Jones already committed, so we don't necessarily need more defensive ends, but both of these guys, Gilliam and Wilson, are better players. But check this out. Their program tradition is a deal breaker for both of them. So even if we're the top team for them, are they even going to be able to commit? I tried to look it up on Reddit. I couldn't find the answer. So you guys will have to let me know what the deal is. But I'm not sure if they'll even commit, even if, you know, for example, Marcus Wilson likes us. So I don't know. If you guys know, let me know. Freeman and Carpenter are both in the class. We're still in the hunt. 3-way tie. Massive for Jerome Young, who's an absolute stud. Similar situation with Alfred, although North Carolina's been slowly falling, so that's good for us. Jay Will, he's got us in the mix as well. He's crazy. And then we've recently just added Terrence Tyree to the board. A little Jim 3-star we found late in the process. We'll keep going on him. I'll go through here and reset the points probably off stream, just so that I don't have to waste your guys' time. We got Anthony McCall, the kicker, number 5 in the country, in the mix as well. And we're going to maybe try to sneak in a late punter ad as well. So that's pretty much the rest of the class. And here we go. Huggins visited. He had a good visit. We're probably going to ink him a 4-star quarterback, basically. Dominique Howe is somebody we're just getting started on. And then here's Harris, 6'5", 221. And I talked about him in a recent episode. I think Thomas Harris has a chance to be a tight end. Now, hear me out. We can't see from this skills screen if he can block it all. And I know, obviously, tight ends need to be able to block. But 89 speed, 92 acceleration with 70 strength. He can't tackle. He's not a defensive player at all. But he's got 76 catch, 87 route running. I know he could play wide receiver. I think I'm going to try him out at tight end. 6'5", 220. All it would take is a year, get him up to in that 230, 235 range, maybe add about 15 pounds as a sophomore, and he might be able to come in and play tight end, and we're going to need him. Cedric Britt's going to be gone soon. We're going to end up losing Brennan Armstrong to the NFL after this season. I think we got to give it a go with Thomas Harris at tight end. So very fired up that he's committed this week. He was looking at Vanderbilt and Alabama. But yeah, no, he's coming to Huntington. So very, very fired up, and to pluck him out of Alabama right in his backyard, insane. Antoine Gross, 6'3", 212. Like I said at the top, maybe my favorite player in the class. kind of sneaky. You don't think number 25 athlete, only a 4-star. It's a white guy. I don't know, 6'3", 212. I don't know. Look at this. He's a +8. He's a +7 gym up to an 80 overall. 87 throw power, 81 accuracy with 87 speed and 90 acceleration. Obviously, he could run the ball. He's got some juke moves. He's got some break tackle. His carry is fine, 79 overall. He can run some routes and he can catch. Okay, yeah, he could be an offensive threat. But I think having just gotten Roy Morris in the last class, we've got to put Gross at quarterback. I think he's going to be a fantastic quarterback. The thought here is Adams plays next year, Gross redshirts, and then Gross takes over as a redshirt freshman, just like Adams did, and he's your new QB1. Maybe after a year of training results, he starts at like 83, 84, 85 overall if he can get a +3, 4, or 5 boost. That's not bad for your first-time quarterback kind of coming in those low, mid-80s with this kind of athleticism and speed. So that's my thought, and Gross has me fired up, man. I was a little... I felt like we were kind of getting it going on the trail. We didn't have any major hits, but anytime you can get a QB1 in your class who's got this kind of athleticism, great height and weight, right? 6'3", 212. Didn't sound like very much if he was going to play wide receiver or running back, but put him at quarterback, and now we're talking 87 throw power, 81 accuracy. We really could be looking at like almost 90 throw power after his redshirt freshman year. Low 80s, throw accuracy is more than serviceable. Huge stuff, man. That's absolutely what we're looking for. We're in a few battles. We kind of talked about these guys already. We've got a bunch of guys scheduled to visit in the next couple episodes, at least the next episode for sure. So, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff on the trail. Feeling good about the boys for sure. Let me make sure I save the game before I mess around. I even have a backup. I don't think I've ever showed you guys this. I've got a main file and then a backup just in case. That's how important this series has been to me. And I have a test one with the Buckeyes that I haven't played very much just to make sure I knew what I was doing. So real quick, we'll look at the CFP rankings. Here's where everything stands through 12 weeks, I guess 11 weeks going into week 12. Marshall in the top spot, 9-0. Florida number 2. Wisconsin number 3. Pitt number 4. North Carolina hanging around with that one loss at number 5. NC State, our next opponent this next stream, up to number 6 in the CFP. So that's another huge game, man. Back-to-back. We play number 5. We play number 6. Back-to-back. That's insane. Georgia Tech, Nebraska, Cuse, California, Illinois, Penn State, and then Notre Dame slides all the way down to 13 after playing us. Florida State, Kansas State, TCU kind of hanging around as the first 4 out. And that's where we're at. That is where we are at. Insane, man. This has been so fun. Just under 2 hours on this episode. That's exactly what I hoped would happen. That's about how long it takes for me to record the episodes and then edit down the 2 hours worth of footage. So this is exactly what I was looking for. Next time, NC State. It says number 8 here. They're actually number 6 in terms of the college football playoff. We've got a better team. We've got a better statistical record. I think this will be a good game. I feel like if we could take out Notre Dame the way we did, I think we got a good shot against the Wolfpack. And yeah, man, that's where we're going to leave it. That's where we're going to wrap this one up, you guys. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Make sure you like and subscribe so you do not miss any of these live streams. Thank you so much for loving up on the whole experience that we've had here, and I'm excited to do this stuff live. It's going to be a really fun way to transition and tell the rest of the story. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Much love to you. Peace out.